Welcome everyone to this jam-packed episode, which was made possible by VRA.ie, the virtual race academy based at Mondello Park here in Ireland. On today's show, I'm going to be giving away a VRA t-shirt that was sponsored by VRA.ie, and I'm giving it away to one of my lucky subscribers as soon as I hit 250 subscribers. At the moment, I'm at 113. This is a relatively new channel. I already have a lot of content. I've been doing this for a long time, but I'm just starting up this channel. So I'm going to be giving that away live in an upcoming broadcast. So just hit subscribe and you'll be up to date with all that. That's kind of the least exciting thing that I'm going to do today, because I was up at VRA. I was invited up by them to actually have a sneak peek at their dedicated sim racing rig. So it's a world exclusive. Nobody has seen this. Most of the VRA members themselves haven't even seen the rigs that they're going to be producing. They've created 5 prototypes. I got to sit in one. I got to test one. And these are the first rigs that were ever designed and built in Ireland with sim racing in mind. So they're purpose-built sim racing rigs. So they're going to be no doubt a worldwide hit. So as I say, I got to actually sit in one. I got to review it, give feedback. These are early prototypes. They're not even for sale yet. I don't know the price point yet. But as more details arise, I'm actually going to be testing one and giving feedback. Also, I can exclusively announce that the world's first Virtual Leinster Trophy is going to be taking place in less than 3 weeks. Now, what's the Leinster Trophy? Most of you, especially non-Irish people, may not even know what the Leinster Trophy is. But for international subscribers, what if I mentioned names like Ayrton, Senna, and Rubens Barrichello, and Mika, Hakkinen, and Takuma Sato, and Eddie Jordan, of course. They all have their name on the trophy. The Leinster Trophy, it has, amongst the real kind of old school motorsport legends and people who know about European motorsport, the Leinster Trophy is held in very high regard. So that's going to be super exciting. There are going to be great prizes, and that's going to be pretty amazing. Now, lastly, and certainly not least, those rigs that I was talking about, one of them is actually going to be given away by VRA.ie. Again, most of the VRA members don't even know about this yet, but VRA are going to be giving away one of the prototype rigs. They're going to be loading it up with Fanatec gear, so it's going to be a Fanatec Club Sport wheel, Fanatec pedals, V3s, there's going to be a handbrake, shifter, and there's even going to be an OMP seat on it. This is an amazing prize. The exact details of how you can win that prize are not even known yet, not even to me, but the way to keep up to date with that is go to VRA.ie or like them on Facebook. I'll be providing all the links in the description below anyway, so don't go anywhere now because we've got a jam-packed show coming up. Mondello Park is Ireland's only international racetrack. It was opened in 1968, and before that, Ireland's rich motorsport culture was confined to closed public roads. So having an actual racetrack was just, it changed the landscape in Ireland. Nowadays, it's a 3.5 kilometer circuit. It's got corporate facilities. VRA is there. There's an amazing buzz there. They've got a bar, restaurant, all that kind of stuff. They do track days. You can learn to drift there. You can do lots and lots of stuff. Now, during the historic festival, which I was invited up to by VRA to participate in their races, they were doing some races in the Mini, because Mini were there and they were celebrating 60 years of Mini. So they had the new Minis, old Minis, lots of them on display, and lots of them actually racing, and as well as other vehicles racing in that. There were Formula 1 cars there. It was absolutely insane. So I was invited to come and participate with the VRA drivers with their online community. And although I kind of know of a lot of them and they know of me. It was great to go and actually finally meet them. And I took some footage of some of the racing. Hopefully it'll give you a bit of a feel for how it all went down and how it all played out, and kind of a bit of what VRA is about. One thing is the sound quality wasn't fantastic. I was only there with my GoPro, and there was such a buzz around that you couldn't actually hear a lot of stuff a lot of the time. It was really, really loud, and was great fun. It was absolutely amazing. So the general attitude of the great community there made it really, really easy for me to feel at home. And their enthusiasm was like extremely familiar from communities that I've been in. And I'd never met a lot of them before, but if you see some of the footage, you'd swear that we'd actually been buddies for a long, long time.
So I'm here at VRA HQ, and we're going to have a little bit of a race. This is going to be my rig for the race. See how I get on.
Lawrence is on pole, no pressure. He's had no testing, no practice. A lot of these boys have had a good week of practice. Brian McManus.
So, yeah.
I have a feeling this mini is about to be the widest mini you've ever seen.
Yeah, so let's see how Lawrence can get on from
Lawrence out front in that yellow mini with,
Yeah.
I think it's Ron.
Wait till you see this.
We will see.
Yeah, I believe. So, we'll see how things get on here, but it's race 2 in the JCW class.
So Shane's sticking with the Austin Mini.
Yeah, we're going to see, just to give him a run around, but it's actually good to see the difference between the
2
old and
lights,
the
3
new.
lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, 6 lights. They're holding a long time out, and we are racing.
So away they go from the line. Lawrence gets a very good start. Following him, Sue in towards turn 1, looks to the outside line.
Someone making a
back.
move. It's looking busy.
It is.
They're going to get through mobile 1 clean.
Oh,
Just lights up. Oh, he held it.
Hold on to it. There's a car around in the background. Not sure who it was, but it looks like he managed to keep it going. He floored the throttle with the front wheel drive. It was Adam Dowling. Adam Dowling makes it through.
Dowling had a mare there.
He's
got
happy with that. Here we go.
Oh,
This is what the reverse grids do. Damien Mullen looking up the inside of Lawrence. And Damien Mullen makes it through the big one. Look for Brian McManus. Brian's made a stunning start. Brian's made a stunning start from the back of the grid. He's come through to second place already.
VRA rig, I might add.
Yeah, that's obviously the rigidity of that's helping him no end. So there's
Lawrence is falling away down the field. He's back down to 6th place, but he's fighting with Joe as they come through.
So we did the modern minis. We're about to go into the classic minis now. As you can see, it's starting to fill up here. The live stream is on VRA.ie, so you guys can watch it back. You can see how poorly I did. I had absolutely no seat time on this, so sat down. That's my excuse. There's also an awful glare that I was warned about, and that's my race, my excuse. So there are a couple of people filling up. The bar downstairs has this as well. I just got a free hat. So we'll see how we go.
I didn't do great in the races, but I finished mid-pack in all the races, which was not too bad considering I actually showed up there without any practice. I was still going around with my GoPro trying to get some footage and stuff, and all of a sudden Niall, who runs VRA up there with Rob, he shouted at me, he goes, 20 seconds Lawrence, and I was like, well, I barely even knew where my rig was, so I jumped in. The funny thing is that 20 seconds Lawrence actually made it into the live stream. So here's a little snippet of their live stream.
Hello everyone, you're very welcome to the opening race of today's historic festival with the Mini with us here in suite number 2 here at
20
Mondello.
seconds, Lawrence.
And we are going to be underway for...
And you can see what I was actually doing. I was going around getting more footage and stuff. And here's a little clip of what I was actually doing. And you can see Niall looking at me with a look of panic while Jack was already doing his commentary thing. It was an amazing buzz. I wasn't paying attention to the time. There were just toys everywhere. I was like in dreamland. So it's pretty funny. Have a look.
Video.
Hello everyone, you're very welcome to the opening race of today's historic festival with the minis here at Virtual Racing Academy. Yeah, we've got about 7 drivers in with us here in suite number 2 here at
20 seconds, Lawrence.
So I was already excited at that point, but panic kind of set in. The adrenaline was there. And as soon as we started racing, the VRA headquarters just filled up with people. Just people started coming in and started looking. I was surrounded by a load of kids behind me, and they were asking me, loads of questions. They were watching me filming little segments, and they were asking, oh, what's your YouTube channel? Do you race in real life? All this kind of stuff. There was just an amazing buzz. The place just is a pressure cooker for the sim racing environment. And there are very few words to describe the sensations of that racing environment. Like, it was very much like had the excitement of an old school LAN party, and it really had an air of expectation that sim racing is going to form a part of the future of real motorsport, because there were kids, adults, everybody was just excited and really kind of there was an amazing buzz around. Hopefully some of the footage captures that. It's a little bit hard to, maybe because the GoPro microphone isn't great, but hopefully some of it translates. Getting invited to VRA.ie is already a privilege, but it was really a great honor for me to be invited specifically with the intention of racing with their community, but also to be one of the first to sit in one of their prototype rigs. This is a very big deal for them, but it's a really big deal for me as well, because my heart is really in sim racing, and to be involved in something like this, as I'm a major advocate of sim racing in Ireland and worldwide. I'm very active in communities. A lot of people know me. I always kind of race in the interest of the people around me, make the race good for other people rather than caring about my own results, because that to me is really, really important. So being kind of recognized as someone like that, and someone who would really get value and really get pride out of this, even though it's not really my journey. It's I kind of feel like I'm on the train. See Ireland's first purpose-built, purpose-designed sim rig, sim chassis, made especially for sim racing, and for it to be an Irish product is just amazing, because everybody's made rigs in their sheds and stuff like that. This is the real deal. This is a proper 80/20 rig with worldwide marketability. And when Niall first came to me, I was when he first mentioned it to me, it's a little bit crazy, because you run a league, you sell stuff, and now you're going manufacturing stuff. I was, wow, he just, in a matter of weeks, really, he kind of he took everyone by surprise, and himself and Rob and his whole team there. I mean, they just they created and they designed, and they put this product together that is absolutely astounding, really, that it's come so far so quickly. I had the privilege of being able to sit in it. I actually sat in number 0000, which was really, really cool. It was loaded up with all the best gear. It had like Fanatec Club Sport wheel, Hosenfeld pedals, and it had an Oculus Rift S on it. It was really, really kind of top end stuff. Proper brand new Sparko bucket seat, and it was pretty amazing. Great privilege to be a part of that. Anyway, that's enough of me going on about it. Here's some footage of me actually sitting into the rig and giving you my first impressions.
Just going to do a quick sit into it and review and stuff.
Yeah, we're just going between sessions because it's linked server.
Sorry. So here I am sitting in the new VRA rig. First impression, the seat is pretty good. It's a Sparko, that's not with the rig, but it seems like you can mount any rally seat to this. You can even put sliding rails on it by the looks of it. It feels really good. The driving position is really good. Steering wheel's up slightly higher than I have on my Simitech. It's a bit more of a Formula position than I'm used to. And one of the cool things about this rig is that you can actually adjust the pedals while you're for your different driving positions. and you can actually set up multiple configurations. I'm not going to be playing with that today. Hopefully I can at a later stage. And you've obviously got your standard steering wheel adjustment and all that. So I'm about to have my first go on it. We've got some Husenfeld pedals. We've got Fanatec CSP with a McLaren rim. So let's do it. There's a butt kicker on there as well. I'm not sure if it's actually hooked up, but and I'm going VR. So what's the VR headset?
It's a Rift S.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go on the Rift S as well. So we'll see how it goes. One of the really cool things about this rig is that it's actually a completely Irish designed, Irish owned company, VRA, that actually makes this rig. So it's going to be released to the market soon. They've got a couple of prototypes and this is one of them. They have a nice little cool plate on them that actually shows the serial number and all that. And this is number 0. So that's pretty cool, bit of an honour. Pretty cool to be part of of Irish sim history as well. As you can see, this place is absolutely buzzing. The buzz around VRA is just crazy. We just had our historic mini race. It was live commentary. I didn't do very well. I'm going to blame my lack of practice, but it was absolutely stunning. And the atmosphere here is crazy. I can really imagine this being a good place for stag parties or for corporate events. It's such an impressive setup. It's well worth coming here. So I'm going to have a couple of laps. I don't know this rig, but when I'm in VR, I'll really be able to translate the amount of flex in this rig, if there is any, and kind of how it feels while I'm driving. I'm going to be using this Rift S, so you're not going to be seeing much. I'm going to be doing a bit of voiceover, so enjoy. Oh, this is on the actual server, is it?
I can jump off if you want.
No, it's cool.
You want headphones?
No, it'll be grand. I'll,
make a show.
have to wait 37 seconds. Oh, they're actually racing. I will take those headphones. Cheers. This is actually my first time using a Rift S as well. One of the things I noticed is there's a lot less screen door effect than I have in my Lenovo, so that's kind of interesting. It's also my first time using Hosenfeld pedals, but I'll hopefully have some access to those in the future, so we can get 1 or 2 reviews going. I hope some of this sound is actually being picked up because it's just so loud. There's such a great atmosphere here, so apologies for the sound quality or lack thereof. I'll also have a chat with Brian, who owns this rig, to just see what kind of settings he's running. I'm understeering like a mad thing here. It's a weird sensation driving a car with a round steering wheel, where you have to do a lot of steering with a Formula style steering wheel.
So what do you think? I mean, it looks pretty professional to me. I mean, when I first walked in there, first thing that caught my eye was that VRA logo, but I actually thought it was just a VRA plate stuck onto one of the amazing brand that's out there, one of their products. But lo and behold, it had the chassis plate. Everything was just so polished and so professional. It really looked like a world beater, and I don't say that lightly. Now I don't know. I don't know the price point. I don't know where it's actually going to be marketed. So I can't say too much about that yet, but I do know that as soon as they get the next batch, I'm going to be going up there again. I'm going to be testing the rigs. I'm going to go into a lot more detail. It's going to be a lot quieter. I'm going to actually have some proper sound quality. Sorry about that GoPro sound quality. hopefully the subtitles will help out with that. But throughout this video, if you guys have any feedback or comments or something's good, bad, indifferent, if you've been to VRA or whatever, give a comment below, because VRA will actually be reading all the comments and they'll probably be replying to people as well. Because as I say, this video is made possible by VRA. They were good enough to invite me and have me there for the day as a kind of really felt like a valued guest. So if you have any feedback, just feel free to give it directly to them, of course, but through me, or start the discussion below. So that's enough about that. But those rigs, I mean, do you want to win one? Because really, that's kind of, I announced it at the start of the video, but VRA are actually giving away one of their prototype rigs. Now, this is, I say it's a prototype, but this thing's, it's ready to go. I mean, it's ready to mount whatever you want onto it. And I mean, a rig on its own is no good, right? So you're going to get an OMP seat with it. You're going to get a Fanatec Club Sport V3 pedals, a set of those. You're going to get a Club Sport wheel, V2.5, with the BMW GT rim. There's even going to be a handbrake and shifter thrown in for good measure. The competition is open to everyone as far as I'm aware. I don't know the exact details of the competition. So what you have to do, and I'll remind you at the end of the video, because don't navigate away right now because I've got lots more coming. But you're going to have to give VRA, Virtual Race Academy, a like on Facebook. I'll provide a link below and I'll remind you at the end of the video. And they are going to announce details of this very soon. I mean, it could be the next couple of days, could be the next couple of weeks. This is happening. You know, a prize like this is being given away within the sim racing community. It's just super cool that it's happening in Ireland, and that's really putting Ireland on the map. And that's part of this whole effort that I'm putting in as well. I really think Irish racing in general, look at drifting, look at the motorsport heritage that we have, rally, current drivers. You know, we have so much going on, and the whole virtual side of things, that Virtual Race Academy is really kind of steering at the moment, allows us to take the talent that's in this country to a worldwide stage, to a global audience, relatively quickly. So who knows where the next, Lewis Hamilton might be, or the next James Dean. Who knows what's next. So guys, we're approaching the end of the video. Remember, my competition for 250 subscribers, I only have 113 at the time that I'm filming this video. As I said, this is a relatively new channel, or I've only really been putting effort into this channel for the last week and a half or so. I have lots of content, I have lots of ideas, I have lots of stuff that I want to feed into this channel. I have lots of experience with this type of stuff, so the number is still pretty low, but I'm expecting it to hopefully grow if I keep delivering some footage like this. And I've got some live streams on Tuesdays and Thursday nights and stuff. So check out the rest of my videos. I'd appreciate a subscribe. And as soon as I hit 250 subscribers, I'm going to be scheduling a live feed where it's only going to be a few minutes long. The winner is going to be picked. I'm going to send that t-shirt anywhere in the world. When you receive it, take a quick photo and let the message that VRA is spreading really go all around the world, because VRA is based here in Ireland, but it is a global thing. It's going to be a powerhouse, in my opinion. I have nothing to do with VRA. I know some of the guys. I've visited them. They're the only ones that I know that are doing something like what they're doing. Their ambition is absolutely amazing. Their ability to produce, their ability to make connections is just phenomenal. So it's a really, really exciting space. I hope to be a part of their journey going forward. I race in a different league, and I admin a league, all that. So my loyalty stays with my league, but I want to be part of the VRA journey as well. So even though I can't race with them on a regular basis, I'm super excited to see where this all goes. as promised, read the description below. The links to VRA are there, so you can go to their Facebook page, like it. If you want to win one of those rigs, I mean, I want to win the rig. I probably, because of this video, I probably won't be allowed to enter the competition or whatever. I don't know the criteria of the competition. I'm just like, I'm super excited. Like, you can win an actual sim rig, as in somebody at home on their, you know, Driving Force GT with a single monitor on their parents' PC, you know, can actually go and win a rig that's worth, you know, what? How much is it worth? Like $4,000 or something. It's absolutely insane. So, really, really cool stuff. Really exciting. I'm delighted, and thank you very much, VRA, for giving me the opportunity to announce so many exclusive offers and so many exclusive things that are happening. So if you've enjoyed the content of this video and want me to produce more videos like this, give a comment below, but most importantly, subscribe, get those subscribe numbers up, and we'll see what the future holds, and hopefully you guys can be a part of my journey with this channel as well, as early subscribers. In the future, I'm going to be rewarding early subscribers, so get on the train early. Let's see what happens.